very exciting.
Are you going to stay?
Yes.
Okay.
Good evening. Our topic was the integumentary system. My name is Aylin.
I'm Emily.
I'm Connor.
And I'm Maddie.
So the basic anatomy and physiology. There are three layers: the epidermis, the dermis, and the subcutaneous layer. The integumentary system is made up of hair, skin, and nails. There are an array of diseases that affect the integumentary system. Some diseases include vitiligo and eczema.
Causes. So causes of vitiligo is hereditary, but some causes can be stress, sunburn, and exposure to industrial chemicals. Causes for eczema, there is no cause for eczema.
Symptoms. Symptoms for vitiligo are hair whitening and white patches on the skin. Symptoms for eczema are dry, itchy skin and that are located on the hands, neck, face, back, and behind the legs.
Preventability and treatability. So for vitiligo, it has been proven that vitiligo is not treatable. Eczema has also been proven to not be treatable or preventable.
So complications. Complications for vitiligo include psychological and social distress, skin cancer, you have a higher chance of getting sunburned easily, and dry and itchy skin. Eczema's complications are asthma, chronic itchy skin, and skin infections and behavioral problems.
Research. Much research has been done on vitiligo. Some studies include Moss-Simpson, ETL, and the efficiency of topical treatment with PC, KUS, in 71 children. For the second study, it was proven that repigmentation was possible in certain parts of the skin. For eczema, there's also research being done worldwide for the cure for eczema. Some studies include eczema being linked to a gut bacteria in kids. Research has confirmed that genetic skin barrier defect linked to eczema, and new research fuels greater understanding of atopic dermatitis in children and adolescents.
The affected population. In vitiligo is a localized disease, which means that it is located in only certain parts of the body. For eczema, there are about 3.16 million with eczema in the United States.
Pictures. So these are pictures of vitiligo, and as you can see, it's most common on the hands, legs, and arms. And as you can see in the bottom right diagram, there is a diagram that explains that the melanocytes are being destroyed, which causes the depigmentation of your natural skin color.
For eczema, on this larger picture, you can see that eczema is represented by red patches on the skin, and on the other two pictures, you can see how, first of all, where dry skin is and how it occurs, and then on the bottom, just your skin's anatomy. And this is our video. This concludes our presentation on the interventions.
Oh, well, we actually have an interview first. But while she sets it up, is there any questions? Yes.
Hi.
behavioral problems are associated with eczema in humans?
Yes.
What behavioral problems are associated with eczema?
Normally with eczema, children just experience social awkwardness because the disease is kind of unsightly, and children normally aren't okay with showing that out in public.
Next question. Yes.
I'm very interested in the model. Can you explain me a little bit about that?
Okay, so this model represents our diseases. Here it has vitiligo. You can see two different skin tones. And then the eczema is located in the crease of the elbows. And then in the back, it's located in the nose. And in this one, you can see the different layers of the skin. Here we have the hair, and then the first layer, which would be the epidermis, the second layer, which would be the dermis, and the last layer, which is the subcutaneous layer.
More questions? Yes.
Is eczema contagious?
No, eczema is not contagious.
So I can use somebody's towel that has eczema and it's not.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
For eczema, you said that there's no cause for it, but can it be cured?
No, eczema cannot be cured. However, there are certain immunosuppressants, immunomodulators, and steroids that can help erase what it looks like on the skin. So the eczema will still be there, but it won't be represented on the skin. So your skin won't be darker or red if you use it on the skin.
Yes.
Okay. So how does vitiligo affect social behavior?
So vitiligo is a more obvious autoimmune disease. So if you have a darker skin tone, it's more obvious. They're white patches, and so it causes social problems because people are afraid to go out in public and be judged by the stereotypical person with a full skin tone. Yes.
I have a question. How does eczema lead to asthma?
I haven't been able to do more research on that because actually, for me, asthma came first, so I'm gonna have to research the connection between the two.
We're gonna play their interviews.
Okay, so we did an interview and we looked for local dermatologists. It was very hard to find some, but we found one that was very willing and open to give us an interview. And we were trying to find some from different states just to compare the data and research that we found. But we basically just asked the dermatologist a few questions, and in the interview, you hear the questions and his response to it. Okay, thank you. How often do you think
they call it black marks for short. And in most cases, depending on the diagnosis of the patient and how severe it is, will determine the treatment plan for the patient.
Can I ask another question?
Oh, yes.
How common are these two conditions?
Okay, so in the interview, it was not very easy to hear, but in the interview, he said when he goes into his office, he sees about 1 in every 100 patients come in with vitiligo, but with eczema, every single day he sees a patient come in. So it's more common to see eczema than it is to see vitiligo.
Okay, next we'll hear from the group that is working on the urinary tract presentation. Come forward.
Maddie.